My beloved child, silence surrounded you at first, and the room felt heavy as if something unseen had entered before anyone spoke. There was a pause that carried judgment, curiosity, and envy all at once, and you felt it without a single word being said. Archangel Michael says this moment was not accidental, because what they saw in you disturbed something hidden inside them. They looked at you longer than usual, not because of concern but because something about you has changed in a way they cannot control. Your presence now reflects growth, resilience, and a quiet authority that makes insecure hearts uncomfortable. They whispered among themselves, measuring you with eyes that once underestimated you. What they said afterward was not kindness dressed in praise, but shock disguised as observation. Their words carried disbelief, because the version of you standing before them no longer fits the old story they created. This shift unsettled them more than they will ever admit. They did not expect strength to look like this on you. They did not expect confidence to sit so naturally on your shoulders. They did not expect light to follow you into the room. Type Amen 111 to receive blessings for standing strong in silence. Behind their words was a realization they were not ready to face. You have outgrown the role they assigned to you long ago. Their minds scrambled to adjust to a reality where you no longer depend on their approval. Some of them remembered moments when they doubted you openly. Others recalled times they dismissed your dreams with laughter or cold advice. Seeing you now forced them to confront their own limitations. They noticed how you speak less but carry more weight in every sentence. They observed how your eyes no longer seek validation. They sensed that you are no longer easily influenced. This is why their tone changed. This is why their expression stiffened. This is why their words sounded forced. Type Amen 222 to seal your protection from hidden jealousy. Archangel Michael says your transformation is visible even when you try to remain humble. The energy you carry now cannot be hidden, and it speaks before you do. Those who once felt superior now feel threatened by your calm strength. You did not announce your growth, yet it announced itself through your posture and presence. You did not explain your journey, yet it reflected through your patience. You did not boast about your battles, yet your peace revealed every victory. This unsettles relatives who are still trapped in old cycles. They measure themselves against you and feel exposed. Their comments are reactions, not truths. What they called surprising was actually destiny unfolding. What they called shocking was alignment finally taking place. What they called unbelievable was divine timing at work. Type Amen 333 to stay aligned with your higher path. There are relatives who smiled but their eyes told a different story. There are relatives who praised you but felt small inside. There are relatives who replayed old memories and wondered how you escaped the limits they accepted. You are no longer accessible to manipulation. You are no longer driven by comparison. You are no longer shrinking to keep others comfortable. This shift creates distance, even when you stand in the same room. It creates silence where noise once existed. It creates respect where disrespect once lived. They may not say it openly, but your growth challenges their excuses. Your discipline exposes their delays. Your clarity reflects their confusion. Type Amen 444 to remain unbothered and focused. Archangel Michael says do not misunderstand their words. They are not suddenly seeing you clearly, they are finally seeing themselves through you. Your progress acts as a mirror they did not ask for. You walked a road filled with unseen struggles. You carried burdens without applause. You learned lessons through loss and solitude. Now that the results are visible, reactions are inevitable. Some will admire quietly. Some will criticize subtly. Some will withdraw without explanation. None of this requires your response. Your silence is already an answer. Your consistency is already proof. Type Amen 555 to keep moving forward without guilt. There is a quiet authority surrounding you now. It does not demand attention, yet it commands respect. It does not seek approval, yet it cannot be ignored. Your relatives sensed this shift immediately. Their nervous laughter and sudden interest revealed their discomfort. Their curiosity masked concern about where you are headed next. You are stepping into a season where opinions lose power. You are entering a phase where energy matters more than words. You are becoming selective about who has access to you. This is growth that cannot be reversed. This is awareness that cannot be undone. This is confidence rooted in experience, not ego. Type Amen 666 to guard your energy fiercely. Archangel Michael says some relatives will attempt to reconnect differently now. They will speak softer, ask more questions, and offer unexpected support. This is not always reconciliation, but repositioning. They sense that you are moving ahead. They sense that your life is expanding. They sense that remaining distant may cost them access. Still, remain discerning. Not everyone who smiles wishes you well. Not everyone who praises supports your journey. You do not owe explanations. You do not owe access. You do not owe justification for your growth. Type Amen 777 to attract genuine connections only. Your journey has taught you patience where anger once lived. It has taught you clarity where confusion once ruled. It has taught you strength where fear once dominated. This is what they saw. This is what they reacted to. This is what they could not ignore. You have become proof that consistency changes destiny. You have become evidence that silence can build power. You have become an example without trying. Let their words fade. Let their reactions pass. Let your focus remain steady. Type Amen 888 to remain grounded in success. Archangel Michael says what is ahead will amplify this reaction even more. Your next level will speak louder than your current one. Your next achievement will silence remaining doubt. Some relatives will distance themselves further. Some will suddenly claim closeness. Some will remain confused. None of this should distract you. Your path is not a group decision. Your destiny is not a family vote. Walk forward with grace. Carry success with humility. Protect your peace without apology. Type Amen 999 to step boldly into abundance. Your presence alone now sends a message. It says survival turned into strength. It says patience turned into power. It says faith turned into action. They noticed this without understanding it. They felt it without naming it. They reacted because growth always triggers exposure. Continue becoming. Continue rising. Continue evolving. Archangel Michael says you are exactly where you need to be, and everything you endured prepared you for this moment. Type Amen fire to receive final sealing of blessings. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Remain steady. Remain focused. Remain protected. My beloved child, after their words settled into the air, something else followed that was even louder than speech. Their behavior shifted subtly, revealing emotions they tried to hide behind smiles and casual gestures. Archangel Michael says this silence spoke volumes about how deeply your growth affected them. They began watching you more closely than before. Every movement, every decision, every calm reaction caught their attention. You became a reference point without ever agreeing to be one. Some of them felt pride mixed with discomfort. Others felt regret mixed with comparison. A few felt fear mixed with admiration. None of these emotions were your responsibility. None of them required correction. Your only task was to remain as you are. Type Amen 111 to remain untouched by others' emotions. They remembered the version of you that struggled quietly. They remembered the times you were ignored, underestimated, or spoken over. Seeing you now forced them to accept that growth does not ask permission. You did not become this version overnight. You were shaped in moments when no one clapped for you. You were refined in situations where support was absent. Now the results are undeniable. Even those who doubted you feel it in their chest. Even those who dismissed you sense the shift. This is why they speak carefully around you now. This is why their tone has softened. This is why their jokes no longer land the same way. Type Amen 222 to stay confident without arrogance. Archangel Michael says your aura carries authority because it was earned through endurance. You no longer react the way you used to. You no longer chase validation the way you once did. This unsettles people who still depend on approval. Your independence highlights their dependence. Your calm exposes their restlessness. They may try to pull you into old conversations. They may reference past versions of you. They may attempt to remind you of who you used to be. Remain unmoved. Growth does not require acknowledgement. Evolution does not need permission. Type Amen 333 to remain rooted in your transformation. Some relatives felt threatened because your progress disrupted the hierarchy they were comfortable with. You were not meant to rise this way in their minds. You were supposed to stay predictable. Yet here you stand, grounded and composed. You do not compete. You do not explain. You do not defend. This quiet confidence carries more weight than any argument ever could. It forces others to reflect inward. They realize now that excuses expire when someone near them succeeds without shortcuts. Your discipline became their reminder. Type Amen 444 to stay disciplined and focused. Archangel Michael says observe without absorbing. Not every reaction deserves emotional investment. Not every comment deserves attention. Your silence is strategic now. It protects your energy. It preserves your clarity. There is wisdom in restraint. There is strength in composure. There is power in knowing when to disengage. You have learned this through experience, not advice. That is why it shows so clearly. Type Amen 555 to protect your peace daily. Some relatives will test boundaries disguised as concern. They may offer opinions framed as guidance. They may ask questions that probe more than support. Remain selective. Not everyone is entitled to your journey. Not everyone deserves access to your plans. You are allowed to grow privately. You are allowed to succeed quietly. You are allowed to change without announcement. Type Amen 666 to maintain healthy boundaries. Archangel Michael says your next phase requires focus. Distractions disguised as family obligations may arise. Emotional hooks may be placed intentionally or unconsciously. Stay aware. Your progress depends on clarity. Your peace depends on discernment. You are no longer in survival mode. You are in alignment mode. This shift demands intentional choices. Let your actions speak. Let your consistency answer questions. Let your life reflect truth. Type Amen 777 to remain aligned with purpose. They will continue talking when you are not present. They will speculate. They will compare. They will analyze. This is normal. Growth attracts attention. Stability draws curiosity. What matters is how you carry yourself when you are seen and when you are not. Integrity remains the same in both spaces. Type Amen 888 to walk with integrity always. Archangel Michael says the respect you now receive was built in solitude. The confidence you carry was formed in silence. The peace you embody was earned through self-mastery. This is why their words feel heavy. This is why their reactions linger. This is why their energy shifts around you. You have become evidence that persistence changes outcomes. You have become proof that patience compounds. Continue forward without hesitation. Your path is unfolding exactly as intended. Type Amen 999 to step into the next level fearlessly. Your journey is not slowing down. This is only the beginning of deeper alignment and greater elevation. My beloved child, after the silence and the subtle reactions, something deeper began to move beneath the surface. The atmosphere around you changed in ways that could not be explained by words alone. Archangel Michael says this shift was triggered because your inner strength has reached a level that affects others without effort. They feel it when you enter the room. Conversations slow down. Eyes follow you briefly, then look away. Energy adjusts itself around your presence. You no longer blend into the background of family spaces. You stand without demanding attention, yet attention finds you. This is not coincidence, this is alignment. Some relatives sense that you no longer need them the way you once did. This realization creates discomfort. Dependence once gave them leverage, and now that leverage has dissolved. Type Amen 111 to remain independent and strong. They notice how you listen more than you speak. They observe how you respond calmly instead of reacting emotionally. They sense that you have learned the art of self-control. This is threatening to those who thrive on chaos and reaction. Your composure removes their power. Your stability disrupts their patterns. They cannot provoke you the way they used to. They cannot guilt you the way they once did. They cannot predict your behavior anymore. This unpredictability is not confusion, it is growth. You have learned to choose peace over performance. Type Amen 222 to stay calm in every situation. Archangel Michael says you have entered a phase where respect replaces familiarity. Not everyone can approach you the same way anymore. They feel the boundary even if you never speak it aloud. Your energy communicates limits clearly. This boundary is not arrogance, it is self-respect. Some relatives will interpret this as distance. Others will call it change. Few will understand it as maturity. You are not required to explain this evolution. Those meant to understand will adjust naturally. Type Amen 333 to honor your self-respect. There are those who replay past conversations in their minds, wondering when exactly you changed. They search for a moment, an event, a turning point. They do not see the countless nights you spent strengthening yourself internally. They do not know the quiet decisions you made to stop entertaining negativity. Transformation often happens invisibly before it becomes undeniable. You are living proof of that truth. Now they witness the outcome without having seen the process. Type Amen 444 to trust unseen progress. Archangel Michael says your growth has activated comparison in others. They measure their lives against yours, even if they never admit it. This comparison brings discomfort because it exposes delays they ignored. Your discipline highlights opportunities they postponed. You did not cause this discomfort. You simply chose consistency. Their feelings belong to them. Remain compassionate, but do not shrink. Empathy does not require self-sacrifice. Type Amen 555 to remain compassionate without compromising. My beloved child. Some relatives will attempt to reinsert themselves into your life more closely. They may suddenly show interest in your routines, your plans, your future. Discern intention carefully. Curiosity does not always equal support. Attention does not always mean alignment. You are allowed to protect what you are building. Not everything needs to be shared. Privacy will become one of your greatest strengths in this season. Type Amen 666 to protect your plans. Archangel Michael says the peace you carry now is unfamiliar to those accustomed to drama. Your calm feels foreign to them. They may test it unintentionally. They may say things to see if you still react. They may bring up old stories hoping to trigger old emotions. Remain steady. Do not revisit versions of yourself you have outgrown. Growth means you no longer argue with the past. Your silence in these moments is not weakness. It is mastery. Type Amen 777 to walk in emotional mastery. They are beginning to realize that you cannot be controlled through opinion or pressure anymore. This realization shifts power dynamics. You now operate from choice, not obligation. From clarity, not fear. From alignment, not expectation. This internal shift changes how others approach you. Some will respect it. Some will resist it. Either way, you continue forward. Type Amen 888 to move forward without resistance. Archangel Michael says what you are becoming will continue to reveal itself through consistency, not explanation. Your life will speak louder than your words. Your peace will answer questions no conversation ever could. Let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them adjust. You are not responsible for making others comfortable with your growth. Type Amen 999 to remain unapologetically aligned. This phase is preparing you for even greater elevation. Stay grounded. Stay aware. Stay true. What they feel now is only the beginning of what is unfolding for you. My beloved child, the final layer of this transformation begins quietly, yet it carries the most power. By now, they no longer react with surprise alone, but with caution and awareness. Archangel Michael says this happens when your presence starts setting a standard without effort. They sense that conversations must be measured around you. They feel that careless words no longer land safely. Your calm awareness makes them conscious of themselves. You did not demand this shift. It arrived naturally as your inner alignment strengthened. Authority now follows you without announcement. This is the stage where respect becomes unavoidable. Type Amen 1111 to stand firm in quiet authority. They now understand that you see more than you say. They realize that you listen with discernment, not curiosity. This awareness changes how they behave in your presence. Some will feel exposed, even without accusation. Some will feel smaller, even without comparison. Some will feel motivated, even without encouragement. Your energy speaks clarity. Your silence carries intelligence. Your stillness holds confidence. You are no longer part of unnecessary noise. You are becoming a reference point. Type Amen 2222 to remain steady and observant. Archangel Michael says at this level, reactions become strategic rather than emotional. You choose when to engage and when to remain distant. This control unsettles those who relied on predictability. They cannot read you easily anymore. They cannot pull reactions from you as before. You have mastered pause. You have learned restraint. You have learned self-governance. This mastery reshapes how people relate to you permanently. Type Amen 3333 to stay disciplined in self-control. There will be moments when relatives attempt to provoke nostalgia. They may recall stories meant to reduce you to an older version. Remain unmoved. Memory does not define identity. Growth renders old narratives irrelevant. You are not obligated to laugh, explain, or defend. Neutrality is now your strength. Your evolution has placed you beyond emotional manipulation. Type Amen 4444 to stay immune to old patterns. Archangel Michael says your next elevation will amplify this effect further. Distance will increase naturally with those who cannot align. This separation is not punishment. It is protection. It preserves momentum and clarity. You will notice fewer arguments, fewer explanations, fewer emotional drains. Peace will replace tension. This is how alignment feels. Type Amen 5555 to walk fully protected. Some relatives will now speak about you differently when you are absent. Their tone will carry respect, even if mixed with confusion. They will acknowledge your growth indirectly. They will mention your discipline quietly. They will observe your consistency carefully. Your name will carry weight where it once carried doubt. This shift is irreversible. Type Amen 6666 to remain grounded in progress. Archangel Michael says this phase requires humility without shrinking, confidence without arrogance, distance without bitterness. You have learned balance through experience. You no longer swing between extremes. This balance stabilizes your future path. It attracts opportunities that match your maturity. Those who align will recognize it. Those who do not will fade naturally. Type Amen 7777 to attract aligned paths only. Your journey has reached a point where validation is internal. Approval no longer drives you. Direction guides you instead. You move with intention. You speak with purpose. You rest without guilt. This internal alignment is what they sensed first, even before they spoke. Now they know it is real. Type Amen 8888 to remain internally anchored. Archangel Michael says your growth will continue unfolding without announcement. Each season will reveal a deeper layer of strength. You will not need to explain your success. You will not need to justify your boundaries. You will not need to defend your peace. Your life will speak clearly. Remain consistent. Remain focused. Remain unshaken. Type Amen 9999 to seal your elevation.